So what am I going to say to you? First up, thank you for coming. Thank you because of your help as well as in the Patreon help. We are going to show you a bit of what we've been doing. It's only a tiny bit because we don't want to ruin it for you. In the same breath, it is also a huge thing that we started, and it really started with Firefly because we made the songs, we put them together, we were ready to release, we kind of thought, yeah, this is good. And then, none of this is organised, by the way, this is me just chatting. But this is the idea is like that. I like the idea that we can just meet up and we can all have a beer and we can all have a chat. It's a bit more like, you know, when you go to a big gig, well, the gigs are getting bigger and there's loads of people, and I feel rude a lot of the time because people are there and I recognise faces and I can't come and say hi, and I feel, because do you see what I mean? It's the volume, you can't beat the volume. So this is a nice, really nice way of beating the volume. So the next thing, anyway, is we ask for help, and we are spending the money we're making and money that you're helping us with, and it's an insane, projects grow wings, you know. So Firefly, we had this idea for the video. I had this idea for a video. Yeah, I have to rewind slightly there. Yeah, and it was a 3-part thing, and it was a huge idea, and the first part went so well, too well. Like that got an award, didn't it? And like an American, it won an award. What award?
It was the really good music video award.
Yeah, in Hollywood, no less. Yeah, so fuck you, Hollywood. Imagine what you can do with fuck all. Anyway, so.
What? I thought it was the Get Banned by Google video.
Yeah, there was that
YouTube
too, yeah.
Yeah, we've got that one as well.
So, in actual fact, what we did was we everyone knows it looks like a computer game. That's deliberate. And then it kind of came to a point where we were putting all this stuff together, and as they were coming through, we were looking at it going like, really, we should make this go to the stage, to gigs. So now we're into like gig design, and that is a huge thing. So to give you an idea, mostly you think, well, you get up and you play the guitar and you play these songs and you know, everyone likes it, and you go home. And then you go and watch a band like Marilyn Manson, who we toured with, or Live Lost, we did, you know, or Rammstein, good example. And you see they set their sets within timelines. And almost every sort of thirds or quarters, things significantly change, and that increases the interest throughout the set. So this was like a learning curve. We're like, okay, who are we? What are we? What are we designing? How are we going to bring this to the shows? And how are we going to give everyone an experience that is very authentically us, but hugely
good.
Wicked. Yeah. I'm going there, aren't I? I'm trying to give you what's going on behind the scenes, you know. So, and with that, all that in mind, I think there are a couple of things. The first thing is we're going to give you a little insight, and when we're also. Oh, let's just do the inside bit, shall we? Because I'm fucking lost, man. Like, dude, can you turn the lights right down? There you go. I'll get out of the way.
First off, we just wanted to thank you all for being here tonight. This concept is something really special to us because it's just for you, our Patreon supporters, and we consider you part of our team. We wanted to share a little bit of this behind-the-scenes story about the journey to our new album. As soon as we finished In Dreams in 2021, we jumped straight back into writing for the new album. Over the last few years, we've been working on it, and we've written hundreds of ideas. When it came time to record the album properly, we knew it had to be something extraordinary. And so we went to Middle Farm Studios, probably the best studio in the country for our kind of music, and we pushed ourselves to create something beyond anything we've done before, and we worked with some of the top producers in the world as well to make it amazing. We wanted to go further than we've been before and raise the bar, and so we decided to work with the Parallax Orchestra, who have performed live with Alter Bridge and Bring Me the Horizon, an incredible orchestra. And we also wanted to create this amazing, huge, ethereal sound. So we decided to create something that we call a mega choir by combining the London Oriana Choir with the amazing Choir Noir, which gave the music this unbelievable power. We can't wait for you to hear it. But it wasn't just about the music, we wanted to build a whole world around it, something visually stunning as the songs themselves. And so we worked with amazing 3D artists to create the video for our first single, Firefly. That video set the bar so high, and we realised something important, that every single and every video that followed it has to be at least as good as that. And we wanted to expand on this world that we created. So we decided to take a bit more time, and we refined what we had done to make sure this album was everything that we thought that it could be. And now we're excited to share that new album is going to be released in 2025. We're planning something massive. In fact, on September the 26th next year, we'll be playing the biggest show we've ever done at the Shepherd's Bush Empire in London. We'll be bringing with us to that show the Parallax Orchestra and Choir Noir. And here's the thing, for now, we're keeping this news just between us. The official announcement will go live on January the 13th, and when it does, we're going to need your help. You've been with us every step of the way, and we're counting on you to help us share the news and shout about it as much as you can to make this announcement an unforgettable one. But tonight, it's more than just about the show. You know, we want to give you a thanks for being here. And you guys are going to be the first to hear the final mastered version of the new single, This Utopia. So after we've played the set tonight, we're going to play it to you, and we'd love to hear what you think. Thank you so much for being part of this journey with us. This album, this show, this moment wouldn't be possible without you. So here's to what's next, and let's make it incredible together.
It's really, really difficult when you don't want to ruin it for people. And obviously from, like, the whole thing's a rabbit hole. When we did the riddle, the album artwork led you to a webpage, and that led you to riddles to solve, which led to more and more things, you know, like it was a whole thing. This album is much the same. It's like, we're not going to ask people to work for it, but it's just a different animal. We've had to make so many different components, and I can't wait to give it to you guys. I really can't. But this is the problem. You get a moment where you are in patience mode, where we have to look at things and say, like, to get this good enough, to make it like really amazing, it takes time. You know, it's not a one-day job. If we were on a label, we'd have been sacked. Like, blatantly there. But it's lucky because we don't need one, you know.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, we've got you guys, you know.
Yep.
We do a lot ourselves, and you know, we're aware of. I've said enough, haven't I?
Yes.
Let's fucking play.
We wanted to ask you guys if you had any questions for us before we start playing songs. So we had a bit of time set aside for Q&A. If no one's got any questions, then we'll just sit in silence for 10 minutes. If anyone's got any questions,
Go on.
Have you got any idea when This Utopia will be released?
yes. Hang on.
Fucking bastard.
Let me check my calendar.
Tell it like it is.
Do you know what? He's the one with spreadsheets and calendars. One day I'll show you the what I did to make the videos initially, and how, because I basically drew out books, and the books have drawings, and all the drawings have related drawings. Everything is time stamped in a way that I know nothing has ever been done like it before. It's batshit, but it's good batshit, isn't it?
It's great batshit, yeah.
The best batshit you can get.
Great,
Guano.
great guano.
Yeah. Go on, what are you saying?
Nothing.
No, you were going to give them a date.
Oh fuck yeah. So at the moment, and this might move a little bit. At the moment, it says in my diary February the 14th. But it might possibly move forward from that bit, as in closer to today. Not won't be today. And then the idea is, and I'm going to say way too much here, but the idea is then we will have a new song every, I want to say like 4 to 6 weeks after that, until the album is released. And so I think there'll be 6 singles, I want to say, like out before the end of next year.
Go for it.
Well, the album will be out before the next year.
How many songs?
How many songs in total for the album?
6.
11. It's not the quantity though. I'm told.
He says that to it.
But yeah, so 11, I think.
Oh, it'd be shit if we buy all the singles and then buy the album.
It won't be all the singles. It'll just be like half of them, you know. And then I mean, it was really hard to pick a single because we try not to write shit songs. And so we write literally 100
It's a challenge,
ideas,
isn't it?
and you pick the ones that you like the most, and so then those ones you like, and it's like we like them all. So it's tough, but yeah, it's good. But yeah, I think so there'll be 6
Go on.
singles.
May I have permission to be the first person to play on radio?
Yeah.
Yeah, play what specifically?
Anything that
Yes,
you put
definitely.
out.
You can play anything. That's completely fine. Yeah.
I love
You're-
it.
Yeah. We'll pick a thing. That's great.
Go on.
When you're doing the release, will you do a sort of a fan pack with t-shirt, album, badges,
Yeah.
type of thing?
Yeah, definitely.
I agree with that.
Yeah, we're gonna try and do. We're also gonna try and do merch sort of drops for every single as well. So there's
This is complicated actually, because most bands do a band album release, right? We have done something bigger than, like, more than that. There's more than one.
Yeah.
So when you get, without ruining it too much with it, when you get the album, you will need to find other things, to find other stuff that people will not get, other people won't have. It's hard. It's fucking annoying, this, isn't it?
Yeah, stop talking. Stop talking.
Stop talking, start singing.
You're gonna love it though.
Good
it really
call.
is cool.
Sing, 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 sing,
Go on.
sing,
That is
sing.
still
Are you coming up north?
Yeah, we're gonna go everywhere, I think.
How far? Like?
Manchester.
Watford.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yorkshire.
Yeah. It's like the Hebrides. There's not many people there, you know. It's sparse.
Coming back to Brighton.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah, we'll head that way.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, oh no, I can't say that. Yeah, we'll come to Manchester.
What will happen? It definitely is, because we are currently putting in for tours anyway, and we have been consistently since the last time we toured. One of our problems is we are not within a stable. Usually when bands are in stables, they will offer tours to other bands within stables of other people. And so they will offer the smaller bands, the bigger band with someone else, and then that band will offer a bigger band to someone else the other way. So, and it's like a hierarchy. And we are very much on the outside of all that. So weirdly, the fact that we get any is insane.
I
But we
disagree.
do. And
I
I
disagree.
think one of the things that does work for us in that respect is that they know we sell tickets. And tickets mean something. And it's weird because we have this thing where people say, oh, you like to do it on your own. Well, sort of. I just don't want to work with someone who's going to tell me what to do, because I think it's more, the art's more important. What we do is more important. It's really, really, it matters, you know, and it's not a McDonald's. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's really, really important that we don't become.
It's not a franchise.
Yeah, it's
True
really
to
important.
yourself,
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is very.
Cookie cutter.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's one side of it. But we do sell tickets, and selling tickets does put us in a position of strength where we shouldn't be. So we're in a very odd place in the world where we're sort of. Do you know what I think? I genuinely think they use us as a stepping stone. So we get offers from people like, can you put this band on? Can you put that band on? And they want to offer. It's hard to explain, but they want us to take someone with the view that we will give. We might get someone later on. We might get something. So it's like offering favours for favours, you know. That's the behind the scenes thing that people don't really see. On the other hand, we're very, very lucky in the position we're in, because we do look at our album, we release a song and go, instead of saying, like, belittling it and saying, oh, well, we'll just do the next video in a garage and film it and put it out, we're like, no, this has to be this. And then it's like, we did False Start last year, that was a mistake, or this year, you know what I mean. And it was a mistake, because we thought we could keep the momentum. But when we realised how huge a task the things we were doing were, everything shifted sideways. But even then, that got like 1.5 million streams or more than that.
Yeah, some.
It was a big number. It was good. I like, on a budget of nothing, that's amazing, you know? So, go on, you were going to ask something.
Me?
Yeah.
I was, yeah. So what sort of inspired you video game wise for Firefly?
It's a bigger thing than a video game. So,
Can you elaborate?
without elaborating too much, so I've got kids, my kids are playing VR games. We've played VR games, and I realise, obviously a lot of music is observation of the world. So obviously a lot of that's first person experience. So I look at it and I go, okay, you know, this is happening to me, that's happening, blah, blah, blah. When you look at like, that, you see that there's so much power given to people deciding what your perception of reality is, your perception of the world is. So that became a really big thing that I started thinking a lot about. And then I wondered how that would interact in real life with a game, how that observationally would affect your perception or lack thereof of the world. And a really good example is scrolling. Like, put your hands up if you don't scroll. Yeah, okay. So
How do you navigate?
Yeah. So here's the thing. If you imagine it from a human perspective, there may be something that you get into that you're like, I really like X, whatever it is, and you scroll through and you look at it and more things of that pop up. But in the background, something else pops up and you start to see that, and that starts to almost infect your brain. It starts to make you think, oh, well, so-and-so isn't quite right, you know, the wife's left the dishes again, like bloody, you know. Yeah, I know, that's dreadful, but you know what I'm saying? I'm joking. But what I'm saying is, there's things that cause household arguments.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like,
Yeah.
he's
Go down that
not
rabbit
good
hole,
enough,
that's it.
she's not good enough, blah, blah, blah. And I think that that's degraded our home lives, and I think it's caused us to have natural perceptions of what your partner should be, and I think from that, that's degrading society from the inside out. So I know that, and unlike probably most people, I'm looking at this thing, trying to work out what is it trying to ask me. Why is it telling me this? Like, I didn't look for this. Why is it talking to me? So like, and this is kind of, you're probably getting a bit inside the wires of my brain, is like, I'm kind of wondering, well, why?
Algorithms.
Yeah, but why is the algorithm trying to do this? Yeah, well, it's not just money, it's power. Division is power. And so when you kind of understand that, as surely as someone who makes music and has some kind of a voice, and it may not be a big voice, but it's a voice, you should make that awareness, because a lot of the time, if you look at government, like, and I don't want to go too far, but government
Danger.
Yeah, of course. I'm not picking sides. I don't like red or blue. I think you get a choice, and it's absurd. But to make sense of that as a realistic thing, you really get this, like, pick this and that'll happen, and they still do what they're doing, and pick that and this will happen, and they still do what they're doing. And why are they doing what they're doing? And so there's these, and what are the paths that we're going down, and do we even really understand it?
The Matrix.
And yet, if you ask people the conversation in themselves, they all know it's happening, but all we do is scroll.
Sometimes, Toby, when you're in the bath, right, you're having these thoughts.
I don't have a bath. I have a shower.
Oh, what?
I've got one of them rainforest fuckers. It's brilliant. I love it.
But you send me a voice note and there's always water in the background. Anyway,
About children and dogs. It's damage. But I'm just ignoring it. I'm like, fucking hell.
what's really funny is, like, you sometimes, obviously, you're having these thoughts, like all of that stuff you just said,
Yeah.
what's going on in your brain. And then you ring me up and you're like, we need a cyborg with no legs that's being strung up with cables, and he's like whatever he is, and then we need like a forest. And I'm like, okay, and then I have no idea how you got there. And then it's like, and then you're like, and then you draw pictures, and I'm like, oh, that looks great. But
Imagine being in that mind.
I know.
And then
It's hard work, isn't it? In there?
Yeah, it is hard work. But then later on, you go and do all the bits to get the video, and it comes out like that. I mean, come on, bravo!
It won
He's genius.
a really good music and video award.
Yeah, and they haven't even seen the other bits. It's quite weird what's happened. But the point, and I guess the perspective of the broader thing is, we've lost punk. Punk is now really, it doesn't exist in the way it should have. You know, as in like anti-establishment. Of course, back then the anti-establishment thing existed as an anti-establishment against what they could see, but not really what was going on.
No.
And the observation, I'll give you another really good observation.
Toby,
Let me finish.
I can't remember what the question was.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because we're on it, and it's like, it's interesting because it's related to the album.
Okay.
So, you know, you get these AI video things, right? So, I'll give you a really good example. Not like Will and I were among the first 500 people in the world to invest in AI. So, because we thought this is a really good idea. So, interestingly, AI is it's a gun. Whose hands is it in? The reason I did what I did back then was because I think it should be in everybody's hands. It shouldn't be in one person's hands. I think we should have the Star Wars version. You got fucking 3PO, and you got like a bitty 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 bitty, and like, you know, shit going on, and it's great, you know. But you know, and each person's like, you know, I want to do, and it's gonna just carry my fucking lightsaber around or whatever, you know. Like that's a nice. I know Star Wars is a thing, but it's a nice future. You've got the other one where you got some like, you know, evil fucking Dr. Evil with his robot cat sitting there in a room somewhere in a fucking scenario where he's like, I'll have every single penny and you will all eat mud, you know. And that's really the world we're potentially heading towards. I mean, all these cameras everywhere. I don't know if you noticed, but there's fucking cameras everywhere.
Yep.
What are they doing? Do you want to glue one to the back of my head? Yeah, but I don't mean cameras like that. I mean all these little.
Toby, why are the ones in London turned off though?
Definitely.
Are they turned
Yeah,
off?
they're turned off.
Who said they turned off?
The last 8
Look on
months, they're
them.
not
They last,
streaming.
Can you watch them as a person?
yeah, last 8 months have been turned off.
They've turned them off so we can't see what's going on.
Yeah.
Or they turned them off for us?
Yes.
Okay.
Not for us.
But I'm not even.
I love this, it's great. But Mike really needs a wee. So
Do you want to go,
I
Mike?
think we
Because
should
it's
let him
40
go,
minutes.
right? And I think in the time that it takes to answer,
I think
one
we should
more-
all sing Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head.
I think we do one more question, and we answer the
Why
question.
one more?
And because that's how long it takes Mike to wee.
Mike,
In fact, Mike could wee about 10 times in the space. So, but anyway, and then we endeavour to answer the question concisely.
You
And I
do
think
that.
Then okay, then we can. Oh, I have one here. It's fine.
Oh dear, oh Lord.
Does anyone have any more questions?
Why
Or are you just like,
Go
why
on,
are
yeah,
we
go
still
for it.
talking? That's just a pleasure.
Are you touring next year?
Yes.
When?
So
Around that Shepherd's Bush gig.
yes. So, sorry. Yeah, Harry. Harry booked this show. Can everyone just give a quick round of applause to Harry, please? Thank you. And now can you all just say "fuck you, Harry," please?
Yeah. You can't do that.
I'm joking. We love Harry, really. So anyway, the answer.
Go on, what are you going
The
to
answer is yes. The answer is yes. And when what time is it?
Hammer down again?
Let's speak to Harry. He runs Hammer Down.
Hang on a minute, we had in the video, we've got two words.
In the video,
Yeah.
you said, we need your help, and then it kind of went into a pregnant pause. How can we help?
Yes, a brilliant question. Thank you. Amazing. Well done. I love you. I can't see you, but I love you.
It's a very tall man in the middle.
Amazing. So the answer is we're gonna announce the Shepherd's Bush thing, right? And it's a big show. It's going to be a big production. It's we mentioned in the video we're going to bring the Parallax Orchestra with us. There's going to be a 16-piece orchestra on stage, and there's also going to be the Choir Noir, who are bloody incredible. Like they'll just go.
There's other people I'm talking to.
What? There's other. Oh, and there's more stuff happening. I know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there isn't more stuff happening. There's more stuff happening, but I don't want to spoil any of that stuff. But there's more stuff happening. Anyway, it's going to be a big production. Okay. The point is that we want it to be.
Actually, just so I say, it will be the first time we've done a production in this format.
Yes.
So it's very hard to, without trashing it. It's a huge, it's a big, it's a different thing. Yeah.
So to answer the question, right?
No, it's not.
No.
It's more fun this way.
No, we must. So we would like you to on January the 13th, and we're going to put this video online after, so you can watch it again, right? But on January the 13th, we would like you all to be there on your mices and trackpads, whatever, and like mouses, mices, and press whatever buttons that you press in that situation.
He means from the old computer.
So that because if all of us in this room share,
do you have a mouse?
I don't know. I don't have a mouse.
I just scroll.
Yeah.
Yes! Finally! We've got it.
Yes.
But if you can all the point is you can all join in that kind of thing when it happens and make sure it goes bananas, that's going to help us tremendously. So like, because obviously like this whole room full of people has much more power than just these people on the stage, right? So
Yeah.
thank you. Please do that. And I think we should play some songs now. What do you think?
Yay!
Finally! I heard someone say. We're all ready.
What's up, darling?
Can you put a bag under your chair, sweetie?
No, not if you. Yeah,